Most people know him as the terrifying Count Dooku or the wizard Saruman. But Christopher Lee didn't just play villains, he understood the darkness because he had walked through it. Before he was a cinematic icon, he was a real-life shadow warrior. In fact, there is a famous story from the set of The Lord of the Rings. When the character Saruman is stabbed in the back, the director, Peter Jackson, tried to explain how the actor should scream. The actor, Sir Christopher Lee, stopped him cold. He leaned in and whispered, "Have you any idea what kind of noise is actually made when you're stabbed in the back?" "Because I do." It was a chilling reminder that Christopher Lee wasn't just playing a villain. He was a man who had seen the true face of darkness. Long before he was a Hollywood icon, Lee was a real-life shadow warrior. When World War II broke out, Lee didn't just join the army, he joined the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. He was a member of the SAS, the Special Air Service, and the SOE, a group of elite operatives tasked with setting Europe ablaze. The Special Air Service was so secretive with their missions that they are still being declassified to this day. He moved through North Africa and Italy as a ghost, conducting sabotage missions that remain classified to this day. When reporters asked him about his service decades later, he would simply lean in and whisper, "Can you keep a secret?" When they said yes, he'd smile and say, "So can I." He hunted war criminals, survived the scorched earth of Eastern Europe, and brought a real-life intensity to the screen that changed cinema forever. This isn't just a military story, it's a story of family legacy and lore. He was a descendant of the Emperor Charlemagne, and his family tree was decorated with Italian nobility. Lee's cousin was none other than Ian Fleming, the creator of James Bond. Fleming originally wanted Lee to play the very first Bond villain, Dr. No. But the truth is, Christopher Lee didn't need to play Dr. No or Bond himself, he was the blueprint. The cold efficiency, the multilingual charm, and the lethal expertise of 007 weren't just fiction. Fleming was watching his cousin. Lee was a man who had hunted Nazis across Europe and seen the world from the shadows, long before Bond ever ordered a martini. Lee was a polymath who spoke 6 languages and was an expert fencer. When he entered the film industry, he was told he was too tall to be an actor. He responded by becoming the most prolific actor in history, appearing in over 250 films. From his legendary run as Dracula to his late career mastery as Count Dooku and Saruman, Lee never stopped evolving. At age 88, when most would be long retired, he launched a second career as a symphonic heavy metal singer, proving that the fire of a warrior never truly goes out. Sir Christopher Lee was a bridge between the old world of aristocracy and the modern world of blockbuster cinema. He was a man of secrets, a man of service, and a man of immense talent. He reminds us that the most interesting thing about a person isn't always what they show the world, it's the experiences they keep in the shadows. This is the lore of the man who lived 1,000 lives. Visit Star Lore for a more in-depth story of Christopher Lee or to hear more lore about other celebrities.